Welcome. Thanks for joining us once again. We are with Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, which includes such great restaurants as Where We Are, Church Key, Birch and Barley downstairs, also Tallulah and Eat Bar, and the Columbia Firehouse. What's on tap this week?
Well, this week we are doing a really cool beer. It's called Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale.
Great name.
A great name. Kind of typically shortened to SSRA, and it's from the amazing Stone Brewing Company out in Escondido, California. One of my favorite American breweries. I think most people agree with that. They're top-notch. Very good friends of mine as well. Greg Koch and I have known each other for some time, so love their beers, love what they do. And this is a cool beer because it actually began its life as their 11th anniversary beer, I believe. Yes, back in 2007. So it's a great example of a kind of occasional one-off beer that was so enjoyed and so loved that they decided to go ahead and make it year-round. So it is an amazing beer and kind of one of the more well-known versions of a new style. And this is a style that there's some argument over the nomenclature, so I'll talk about that for a second. But largely it's known as a black IPA. And why this can kind of be, a misnomer is because how can something be black and pale at the same time? India Pale Ale Black. So some people call it a Cascadian Dark Ale to indicate Cascade Mountain hops from the Pacific Northwest into a dark ale, or American Black Ale. But be that as it may, it's a style that's been around for quite a bit of time, actually. Some people think that Greg Noonan brewed the first black IPA up at the Vermont Brew Pub in Burlington. But in 2007, Stone kind of put the style on the map, and now it seems that more and more breweries are brewing the style. And what it is really is taking an India Pale Ale that would be filled with great Pacific Northwest hops, really hoppy, bitter, great piney notes, tropical fruit, grapefruit, citrus, mango, things like that in the nose, but typically lighter malt character in an IPA or pale ale. So you don't get a lot of rich malty characteristics. What they've done here is kept the same hop profile, but instead of just using paler malts, they're adding dark roasted malts. And so now you have a beer that, as you'll see when I pour it, is black in hue, or dark brown. And this will bring along with it, obviously, great kind of roasted, chocolatey, coffee-ish flavors that we'd more associate with a porter or a stout.
Cannot see through it.
No, it's opaque. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. Yeah, it hits you. So now, if this were a porter or stout, we'd be going to the nose expecting big, bold espresso coffee, vanilla, things like that. And while you get some of that, what you also get is a big wallop of green, fresh hop, piney, herbal, resinous notes, and that's from the hops that they're using here.
Wow. Yeah, green. That I was
very green.
The aroma is that in particular, and tastes great.
It's great, and the thing is with this style, the hops that they're using are cool. They're using, among others, I think they're using Chinook, which is typically a big, huge hop, but from the Pacific Northwest. That gives us a cool herbal note, which is that green quality, but also a hint of smoke. It's a kind of tobacco characteristic you get in the nose, which is really cool. And I think a little Simcoe, too, which is like the piney hop out there.
And the cool thing about this beer is if I hadn't been sitting here with you and you explaining what I could expect, if someone just poured this for you in the bar, you would not expect that green, fresh hoppy taste.
Yeah. And that's what's so cool. I mean, we talk about visuals and appearance of beer and why that's important or what have you. I love considering the colors of beer and the appearance because it's fun as it initiates your expectations. And so in this case, you're expecting something wholly different than what you get. And that's one of the pleasures of tasting great beer is the surprise element.
That's dynamite. Now, you mentioned that Stone put this on the map a few years back, that other people have tried it. What seems cool to me about craft brewers is they taste something like this and go, wow, I want to try that. It's not just about duplicating it and making money, although making money is important if you're going to spend a lot of time and money getting a brewery up and going, but it's just sort of a cool culture, it seems to me, that, I want to try that. Maybe I'll put my own little twist on it.
Absolutely, yeah. By no means is it necessarily just, to me, like, oh, that's black IPAs are all the rage, so we have to brew one. Craft brewers are not in this game just for marketing or just for sales at all. They if they're going to kind of pay homage to a pre-existing style, they're always going to try to say, how can I put my own spin on it? How can I make it my own? And that's what's great. And you see these subtly nuanced differences. I mean, there's some black IPAs that are really strong, others that are not as strong. Some have a fruitier hop character in the nose. Some have a piney or green hop character. So it's really cool to go out and try some. And there's a lot of great ones out there. 21st Amendment out of San Francisco brews one called Back in Black, which you can get in cans and draft in this area. Dewclaw Brewing Company out in Maryland makes one called Black Lightning, which is quite good as well. So a lot of great ones out there.
Can't even guess what you'd pair this with.
Again, can be difficult with the intense bitterness, but actually, I was thinking today as I was thinking about this beer and how much I like it, blackened anything, Cajun. And think about that, I love like blackened blue burgers. If you get like a burger and you just a little Cajun seasoning and you blacken it, really make it really sharply roasted and grilled on the exterior, and then maybe put some blue cheese on it that's kind of tangy. Awesome with the roasted qualities here, and that herbal, grassy component is beautiful with the blue cheese itself.
And before we go, I want to talk to you about the James Beard Award, the nominee. You've been nominated in 2012. This is for Outstanding Wine and Spirits Professionals. Congratulations, and just tell me a little bit about this as a nomination, and then you'll find out a little soon about the actual award.
Yes, actually, coming up very soon, I believe March 19th, they announced the full finalists. So to say that the James Beard Award nomination is an honor would be a complete understatement. It's something I never expected in a million years, and it is, it's kind of, some people say the James Beard Awards are like the Oscars of the foodie world. So it's something that's crazy, and I'm so psyched that craft beer is being involved as much as it is in these national food conversations.
Right.
So I'm one of 20 that have been nominated, and some pretty tough competition. Garrett Oliver from Brooklyn Brewery, Ken Grossman from Sierra Nevada, Jim Cook from Sam Adams, Sam Clagione from Dogfish Head, all friends of mine it's also an honor to be a part of that with them. But there's 20 people nominated overall, and then March 19th coming up, they're going to knock it down to 5, and then I think the actual award ceremony is in May. So no matter what happens, I'm good with what I've got, and this is amazing.
Well, congratulations again. Good luck to you and all of you. And sounds like a great party, although I'm sure you want to take someone else in that event. Thanks again, Greg, as always. I'm Brennan Haselton. Be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.